getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Washington Nationals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Max Scherzer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. He will lead this one off today. Pitch on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But this is foul for the first strike.
First pitch, 106.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. Past battles with Scherzer. He's a .348 batter. He's also taken him deep 4 times. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Scherzer is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or Hanks.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing. Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game, captain of the defense.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop. Trey.
Now the pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Two and 1 the count to Trey Turner. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. In now is Anthony Rendon. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got 2 hits in 23 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roll. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting 4th, no left fielder.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. He's set. Here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And it's quickly 0-2. Rendon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. Still no score. Standing in, Peter Alonso.
The first baseman, number 20.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Robles is in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play your first big league AB and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Past battles with Scherzer. He's gone just 2 for 13. He also has 1 home run. Oh, and 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Scherzer looks in. Here's the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 3-2 now.
Well, he had him down 0-2 earlier in this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put him away and end this inning. This has been a fun battle to watch.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Ryan Zimmerman.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Cano has it. And there's 1 away. Here's Matt Adams now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. Now the pitch. Line hard. But this will be a foul ball. One ball and one strike to their designated hitter this afternoon. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number two.
Pulled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. And that misses up and in, 3-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Here comes the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
The 0-1. Hit in the air to shallow center. Bradley is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nationals leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Past battles with Scherzer, not great. He's 1 for 8. To third. Fielded by Rendon. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
This is pulled into right. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Ahmed
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Is a swing and a high pop-up. Rendon is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Victor Robles digging in now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's 1 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Two and 0 to the National center fielder.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in to try it again. Trey Turner 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Swing and a looper to left. Rosario ranging into the outfield. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Adam Eaton.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First offering on its way. Fastball just missed above the zone. Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1-1.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes. Lays off 1-0. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Conforto behind, the ball and 2 strikes.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2 fouled away. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scherzer into the windup. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now here it comes. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up now, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rendon is retired, and there's 1 away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman Ryan Zimmerman. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The first baseman.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
20.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. That misses. 2-0. Alonso, just 24 years of age. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Hit on the ground to short. Herter fields it cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Robbie Cano now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. The chance here for Dozier at second. Reined in. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Next for the Mets, Jackie Bradley Jr. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And he falls behind 0-2. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Again, another foul ball. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
For Washington,
thank you, Heidi.
The designated hitter, Matt Adams.
First delivery to him on the way. That finds the zone, a called strike. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Here's the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Adams is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting second baseman.
One gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Called strike, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And it's fouled away. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
The 1-2. is looked at for ball number 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, the catcher, Jan.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means the catcher Jan Gomes bats next. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Wilson Ramos, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Ready on 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
I got the count. 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Two pitch is fouled away. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the left fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Nimmo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Yoenis Cespedes. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Nimmo is off at first with 2 away. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Two and one.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And a great location that time on the corner, 3-2 now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Count remains full. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more, 3-2. Fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 pitch. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. Ready with the 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-0 Mets. Now in the box, Victor Robles. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hot shot to third. McNeil comes up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And here's that one again with show track. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. Into the box, Adam Eaton. Yes, he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Fouled off. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're down 1-0. Back here at Nationals Park, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Number 20.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, and there's one away.
The batter, number 24.
So stepping in, Robinson Cano. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Cano waits on the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. 1 out, nobody on. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen. Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Standing in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. That misses. 1-2.
1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Dozier on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Wilson Ramos will stand in again as we take it back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Scherzer comes set. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
One and one.
Back inside.
Bradley runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Anthony Rendon.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball two. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 2-1 on its way. That finds the zone, a called strike. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Nimmo will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. Austin Adams is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 70, Austin Adams.
In now, Wilson Ramos, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6.
Ramos.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Line to the right side, and there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1. Ball one.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
1-2 now. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to Zimmerman, and they get them both.
Up next for the Mets.
And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the speed threat, Ahmed Rosario. From the stretch. In there, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Soto moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down quickly. They lead it 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Adams. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And they start him out away with a called strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Brian Dozier. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Conforto. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. So two down now in the Washington eighth, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rosario has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Matt Grace enters from the pen to start the ninth inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Into the corner and slicing foul. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Digging in now, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. Slider laid off for a ball. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 home is a slider taken for a ball. Ball 3. Bouncer to the left side. Rendon is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Now batting, Victor Robles. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matt. He's got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The 1-1. He's outside for a ball. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Striding in, Adam Eaton. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The New York Mets rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jacob deGrom earns his first win of the season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Max Scherzer is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the